I don't think plant rooms are ever finished. They just evolve, one adjustment at a time, one leaf at a time. And somehow, since the last time I showed you this room, almost everything has changed. Hey friends, welcome back to Silk and Soil. This is a real plant room update, not the aesthetic version, the operational version. Because over the past few weeks, this space has quietly turned into something very different. Zone 1, the lab, humidity bins and deflasked. We'll start in what I call the lab. Right now, I have close to 300 deflasked tissue cultures growing out in these bins. Some of them have already graduated into larger pots, and I've moved those into bigger bins at slightly lower humidity to begin acclimating them. So far, I've only lost about 5 or 6 plants, which puts my success rate somewhere around 98 to 99%. I also added new corms into the mix, so this section is constantly in motion. This may not be the prettiest part of the room, but this is where the most of the real growing happens. Zone 2, tabletop show plants. This area got 2 major upgrades. First, I added a humidifier that keeps this space sitting comfortably between 55 and 60% humidity, which has made a huge difference for these plants living out in the open. Second, I installed a drip irrigation system for my moss poles so they don't dry out nearly as fast as they used to. Some plants have been added to this table, some have been removed. It's constantly rotating based on who's ready to be seen. Zone 3, grow out incubation. The grow out area might be where the biggest changes happened. I enclosed 2 wire shelves to act like incubators. These now hold around 80 degrees and over 85% humidity, and it has turned out to be the perfect environment for a lot of my aroids. In the other section of this zone, I used a soldering iron to cut slats into my bins. That brought the humidity down from nearly 100% to a level that actually allows me to start acclimating plants to ambient conditions. This is a really important step before they're ready to leave this room. Preventative pest control. I also made the decision to go fully preventative with pests. I introduced beneficial insects into the entire basement setup, Sorskii, hypoapsis, and beneficial nematodes. The goal now is to prevent problems before they ever start. Lighting changes. I've also been moving lights around constantly, trying to figure out the best possible lighting for each section of the room. Some plants needed more, some needed less, and the whole space feels a lot more intentional now. Finally, new plants added, and of course, a lot of new plants made their way in here. Alocasias, monsteras, philodendrons, homolemenas, begonias. This room is definitely fuller than the last time you saw it. Real talk / lessons. What I'm learning is that a plant room isn't something you set up once. It's something that you constantly refine, adjust, improve. And every small tweak adds up to a big difference over time. So what's next? Over the next month, I want to keep pushing more plants into their next stage, continue acclimating them down, and refine the setup even more. Because I have a feeling this room is going to look very different again soon. I really love this space, not because it's perfect, but because it's always evolving. And I'm glad you're here to watch it change with me. I'll see you in the next one.